Manami?
Hey, Honami, you better have not checked in under my name. I'm at MoniRobo Hotel right now, but they told me someone else checked in using my name.
You have to get out of there right now!
Huh? What?
You're gonna get killed! My name is Honami Yoshida. I'm a 25-year-old office worker.
Hey, sis. Good morning.
Hey, Akina. Morning. Go wash your face. Breakfast is already ready.
Okay.
This is not my daughter. Her name is Akina, and she's my sister. She's turning 10 this year. Our parents actually passed away 5 years ago in a car accident. I was living alone when it happened, but my sister had nowhere to go. My relatives couldn't adopt her, so I returned home to take care of her.
Hey, I'm back.
I can tell you were drinking again.
Oh, come on. Don't be so close-minded. When have I ever done anything to trouble you?
Well, let's see. How about right now?
God, why the hell do I have to live with you? This sucks.
After spitting those words out, she made her way back to her room. It pains me to say this, but that's my twin sister Manami. We've never seen eye to eye, and we fight a lot. She's part of the reason I left my parents' place in the first place. But when my parents passed away...
What? I am not taking care of Akina. No way. Why don't you just take her to an adoption facility or something?
I couldn't believe my ears. How could she say something like that? Apparently, my relatives told her to take care of Akina because she was her older sister. That got on her nerves, and she burst out at me. When I asked Akina what she wanted to do, she told me that she'd rather go somewhere else than live with Manami. I can't forget the cold look she had on her face that day. Even a 5-year-old could tell how big of a drunk Manami was. Akina, if you'd like, I can take care of you.
Wait, really?
Of course, I'm your sister. I'd do anything for you. And so us three started living together. 5 years have passed since then, but things between us haven't gotten much better. At least she got a job, but she doesn't contribute any of her earnings to the family and comes in and out of the house just to do some laundry, take a shower, and eat whatever's in the fridge. After she finishes all that, she just packs her things and leaves the house. Dealing with her took too much time and energy, so for the most part, I chose to ignore Manami. I basically treated her like air. But one day, things took a turn for the worse. It happened while I was on my lunch break. Huh? I'm getting a call from a number I don't recognize. When I looked it up on the internet, I found out that the call came from the local police station. I didn't know what they were calling for, but I was shocked to say the least. I called them back immediately. Hello? This is Yoshida. I think I just got a call from you guys.
Oh, thank you so much for calling us back. We just got a call from one of your neighbors saying that there's a woman that they don't recognize that's screaming outside your house.
What?
It seems like the house was empty at the time, but she hasn't calmed down one bit. She's with me at the station now, but she's shouting about how she's gonna kill you and whatnot.
What?
I know you're at work right now, but if possible, could you come over to the station so we can clear things up?
Sure, I'll be right on my way. I explained the situation to my boss and got the rest of the day off. I called the school just in case to make sure everything was okay with Akina. Apparently, nothing was out of the ordinary at her school. This woman knows where we live, so I was afraid she might have done something to Akina at her school, but I guess we don't have to worry about that for now. But I still had no idea who this person could be. I arrived at the station 20 minutes after the phone call. There, I saw a pretty brunette sitting beside the table.
You bastard! I'm going to teach you a lesson!
Hold it right there, please, just calm down a bit.
The moment she saw me, she tried to jump on me. Multiple policemen had to restrain her. I was really scared, but I managed to take a peek at her face, but I didn't recognize the woman at all.
Do you happen to recognize this person at all?
No, I really don't. I have no idea who this is.
Shut up! Stop lying to me! Give me back my husband! I have all the evidence I need, you know! I'll never let you get away with this!
What? The woman grabbed her bag and spun it upside down. A bunch of photos fell out of the bag. When I picked up one of the photos and saw what was captured on it, I was shocked. What the?
This is you with my husband! You're having an affair with him, aren't you? I've got you now, you asshole!
That's right. The picture seemed to show me kissing a random man I've never even met before. It seemed like the photos were taken over a span of a few days. A lot of work must have gone into taking these photos. Hey, give him back to me! Give Hiroki back to me! She started sobbing her eyes out. I felt bad for her, but... I don't know what to say. This isn't me in the picture. What? You're still going to lie to me? Well, let me explain. I think this is my twin sister. Twin? Stop lying to me. You can't get away with this. No, I'm telling the truth. Look closely. There's a mole on my sister's face. I don't have any on my face. That's the only way you could ever tell us apart. I hate to admit it, but we look identical to each other. I'm not sure if this woman would have bought my story if it weren't for the mole. You must be hiding the mole with your makeup! The person in the photo has makeup on as well. Why would I go out of my way to hide my mole with makeup when I usually don't do it? Then, the person in the photo wasn't me, but I'm certain that my sister is having an affair with this poor woman's husband. This isn't the first time my sister has done something like this. She barely ever comes home, actually. I think your husband isn't the only person she's seeing right now. I can't. This is too much. I have to teach her a lesson. I feel the same way. I knew she was a player, but I can't believe she went after someone else's man. Well, it's not for certain that she knows he's married, but the picture makes it seem like they see each other very often. I can tell that my sister is really into this man. I wanted to get revenge on my sister as well, so I decided to help this poor woman out. My name is Honami Yoshida. What's your name? It's Yoko Sato. Would you like to come over our house? We might find some more evidence there. Wait, are you sure? I know it was a misunderstanding, but I said some terrible stuff to you. I was even shouting in front of your house. Yoko got emotional and started crying. She seemed like a sweet and sensible person. Well, she probably did follow her husband around for days to get those photos. She's persistent, that's for sure. But I'm sure she treats everyone beside her husband and the woman he's having an affair with respect. I would rather not have someone having an affair living in my house. Someone needs to teach her a lesson. And so we apologized to the police before we left, and we made our way back. It was 2 p.m. and Akina wasn't coming home for another few hours. Let's get this all over with. This is Manami's room. She occasionally comes back to grab some of her stuff, but I'm not sure if there'll be anything of use here. Then, Yoko started sorting through Manami's stuff. Eventually, she laid her eyes onto her computer. Could I open her laptop? Sure, but I don't know her password though. It's probably her own birthday. When I looked through Hiroki's messages, I noticed that she was emphasizing her birthday. Huh, I didn't know that. And when Yoko entered in Manami's birthday, 0827, the computer unlocked. It really was her birthday. That's incredible. She then immediately went to Manami's email account. She was working her computer so efficiently that I thought she was a PI for a second. I was just staring at her, as if I was watching a master at work. But then she asked me, "What's today's date again?" Today? Oh, it's August 26. Wait! That's right, it was our birthday. There was a reservation for MoniRobo Hotel for today. It looks like they're checking in at 6 p.m. Yoko calmly took a picture of the reservation email and started looking something up on her phone. Using a taxi and the train, we can get there in about 2 hours. It's 2 p.m. right now, so... She started mumbling something. It sounded like she was planning something, but... Miss Honami, I can't thank you enough. I'll never come here and bother you again. I am so sorry for everything. No, please don't apologize. I'm glad I was of some use. Now excuse me, I have to go. And so, Yoko called a taxi and left the house. I'm so exhausted. I sat down on the sofa and laid there for a while. I couldn't bring myself to move. I was emotionally and mentally exhausted. My sister has always been a troublemaker, but she's never done anything as crazy as this. I wonder what Yoko is going to do. Well, I guess it's no use asking that question right now. I gotta cook dinner before Akina gets back. Maybe I'll just Uber something for today.
Hey, sis.
Huh?
Are you alright, Honami? Are you sick?
Huh? Akina? Why are you...
It's 5:30 already.
What? I'm really sorry. I'll make something right away.
Don't worry, we should Uber something for today.
Akina, thank you so much.
But Honami, are you sure you're feeling fine? I've never seen you passed out like that.
Well, something interesting happened today. It's something that has to do with Manami.
Again? Didn't she say she was going on vacation?
Huh? How do you...
When I came home early the other day, I saw her talking about it with a guy I've never seen before in the living room. She told me to piss off, but...
That bitch! She brought him into the house?
I think she said something about an expensive hotel and how she was looking forward to her birthday.
Yeah, they were definitely talking about today.
And the man said that he told his wife he was going on a business trip. What's a business trip?
Well, it's when you go somewhere far away for work.
I see. This is exactly like that one show we watched the other day.
Oh, about the guy cheating on his wife? Yeah, maybe. By the way, in the show Cell of Love, a guy gets stabbed for cheating on his wife. When he's on the verge of life and death, he sees hallucinations of his wife before they got married, and his girlfriend before they even started having an affair. Or I think that's how the story went. The wife on that show is really persistent, and... Wait! Oh my god!
What's wrong, Honami?
I got the sense that something terrible was about to happen, so I immediately called Manami. Please answer the phone.
My name is Manami Yoshida. I'm a 25-year-old office worker. I've always wanted to be loved. I have a twin sister, but my parents always seem to favor her over me. Honami is smart, Honami is pretty, Honami is sweet. Everything was always about Honami. My parents would always tell me to be more like Honami and stop fooling around in school. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do that. It felt like my entire life was being rejected by them. That's why I've always hated Honami. She was an eyesore. But when we were 15, my parents had another baby. All of my parents' attention and love went to her. They've never showed me any of that. I hated everyone and everything. I hoped all of them would die. I was able to fulfill my desire to be loved, albeit temporarily, by sleeping with men. That's why I've been sleeping with a bunch of men since high school. It especially feels great to sleep with a man that's already in a relationship. By making them say I was a better woman than their girlfriends, I was able to fulfill my desire.
You're such an amazing girl, Minami. You're nothing like my wife.
Of course I am. This is my current boyfriend, Hiroki. He works at a tech company and he gets paid very well. That's what I like about him. And he pays for everything when we go out on dates, so he's the perfect man for me. I've been seeing him for a year now. To be honest with you, I don't think I've ever lasted this long with one man before.
By the way, your birthday is coming up, right? I know you're not into surprises, so I'll tell you the plan now. I got a reservation at MoniRobo Hotel. Ever heard of it? It's a 5-star hotel.
Wait, really?
Yep, it's the most important day of the year. I had to do something special.
I can't believe this is happening. I'm so happy. Because I share the same birthday with Honami, my birthday was never about me. My parents always got us something Honami wanted and told us to share. The cake was from Honami's favorite pastry shop, and the dinner was always full of Honami's favorites. My parents have never asked me what I wanted for my birthday, so my birthday was a very important day for me. It's the day I'm able to determine how much my boyfriend loves me. And I have to say, Hiroki went above and beyond. He's the perfect man for me. I just hope I can make things last between us so I can make him get a divorce with his wife.
Alright, here we are, princess.
I am so excited.
Hey, I had a reservation under Sato for 6 p.m.
Did you have a reservation for 2 under the name Mr. Saito Hiroki?
Yes.
I hate to say this, but it seems like someone's already checked in under your name.
What?
What's going on?
No, that's impossible. Look, only Minami and I received the email with the reservation confirmation in it.
Please give me a moment.
What's going on?
I have no idea either.
Wait, maybe...
Hello, Manami?
Hey, Honami, you better have not checked in under my name. I'm at MoniRobo Hotel right now, but they told me someone else checked in using my name.
You have to get out of there right now!
Huh? What?
You're gonna get killed! The woman loves her husband to death. If she sees Manami, I don't know what she's going to do to her. That means it's not out of the realm of possibility for her to try and kill Manami. I know she's always been a pain in the ass, but she's my sister. I can't let her die. I wanted to stop the worst from happening, but it seems like I was too late.
Apparently the person that checked in for you guys is coming down now.
Hey, welcome!
What the?
A week has passed since that bloody, dreadful incident at the hotel. Yoko chased Manami around with a knife. Meanwhile, Hiroki was caught by a security guard while trying to escape. They were all sent to the cops for questioning. Yoko was arrested for attempted murder, but given the situation, she was only sentenced to 3 years probation with a suspended sentence. But Hiroki never got a divorce with Yoko.
This is all my fault. Yoko went berserk because of what I did. I'm gonna try and atone for my sins and take care of Yoko from now on.
He had tears in his eyes when he said that to me. I don't know what happened after that, but that's none of my concern. My hands are already full enough with the situation surrounding Manami. Manami didn't want to break up with Hiroki and insisted that they stay together. She repeatedly visited their home, and things got so bad that the police had to intervene. She continued to stalk Hiroki even after that, and she was finally arrested. She was released on bail and they were already working on a settlement, but we decided to move even quicker.
Hey, why aren't you letting me in the house?
Oh, hey Manami, how was jail?
Shut up! I'm the victim here! Now let me in the house!
Can't do that for you. We already sold that house.
What?
I heard about what you said to Akina. I can't believe you brought your man over to the house.
Well...
Besides, you've never helped out financially and you barely come home. And when you do, you just trash the place and do whatever pleases you. This is a good opportunity for you to become an independent person.
What? But I'm not ready for any of this. Besides, where did you put my stuff?
I sent everything to your workplace.
I can't believe you do something like that.
I mean, I didn't know what else to do with your stuff. Besides, your stuff was in the way. I'm sick and tired of cleaning up after you. You build your own path now.
What are you talking about? I've always had to look after you.
What?
My parents loved you more than they loved me. What am I, some kind of sidekick?
Manami.
Whatever. I'm glad you're doing this. I don't have to see your face anymore.
I didn't know Manami felt that way. I knew that my parents loved me more, but I tried my best to compensate for that by asking my parents to give us something Manami wanted for our birthday. I even asked them to make something Manami liked for dinner. But I guess all that hard work went unnoticed by her.
Is something wrong, sis?
No, it's nothing. Come on, let's start unpacking. By the way, I did everything necessary to sell the house. Change of ownership, inheritance filing, you name it. My sister never showed any interest in that sort of stuff. She's always been like this. She brought this upon herself, if you ask me. Bye, Manami, my other half. Now, my new life with Akina begins.
Hey, kid, are you okay? Sayaka, call an ambulance!
Hey, the car's getting away!
What? I tried to memorize the license plate in that moment, but the car that ran over the kid zoomed away, so I could only memorize the brand and the color of the car. My name is Takeru. I'm a 28-year-old office worker. I married one of my coworkers, Sayaka, 3 years ago, and now we're living together. I'd love to have a kid, but we're having a bit of trouble conceiving.
Honey, I don't think it worked.
Well, we can't really do anything about it. Let's try again next month, yeah?
Yup, thanks.
But we didn't end up trying next month. I didn't have the energy. At the time, I felt physically tired and defeated no matter what I did. When I got back from work, I would just pass out onto my bed. I was in my 20s and I wanted to make something of my career. I was working very hard while trying my best to hang out with my coworkers as much as possible, so I thought that might have been the reason, but little did I know that at that time I was being plagued by a mysterious disease. Oh, the result of the health checkup is here. Let me see this. I was shocked when I saw the results. Wait, I need a retest?
Hey, honey, what's up?
I got the results of the health checkup I got at work back, but it says I need a retest.
Really? Is there something wrong?
I'm not sure.
You should reserve a test at the hospital right now.
And so I took the day off from work the next day and went to the hospital to get a retest. I was kind of anxious, but a bunch of my coworkers took a retest at the hospital and had results come out fine, so it made me feel a little bit better. But what the doctor told me after the retest defied all of my expectations.
Please come in, fellas.
So, what were the results, doctor?
It really pains me to say this, but
Wait, is that bad?
The doctor hesitated for a bit and an overwhelming sense of anxiety rushed over me.
you have a tumor in your stomach.
A tumor? Everything in front of me turned to black.
So, he has cancer? How bad is it?
In his case, it's at stage 3.
Stage 3? How progressed is that? You can get rid of it, right?
Well, you have maybe a year left.
Wait, a year? You're kidding, right?
No, unfortunately not.
But there's ways to treat it, right? We demanded answers, but the doctor told us apologetically.
Because you're still young, the tumor has spread to other parts of the body. Getting rid of everything is going to be nearly impossible at a hospital like ours.
No way!
But we can try to treat the cancer with medicine.
Is that going to get rid of the tumor?
Well, I can't promise you anything, but there is a chance.
We could tell the doctor didn't have much faith in my recovery, but we had no choice but to rely on the only option he gave us. The plan was for me to be hospitalized for the next day, so we decided to go home and gather my stuff. I was usually the one to drive, but I couldn't mentally bring myself to do it, so I asked Sayaka to drive me home.
Everything's gonna be alright, Takaru.
Yeah, I'm gonna try my best to fix this thing. We both knew the chances of my recovery were slim, but we had to keep hope, or else we wouldn't know what to do. But that's when...
Whoa!
There was a huge crash right in front of our eyes. The car coming from the left ignored the traffic light and crashed into a boy that was crossing the road. I instinctively got out of the car and went to help the boy. Blood was coming out of his head and he was lying immobile on the ground. I couldn't feel his heart beating either. Hey kid, are you okay? Sayaka, call an ambulance!
Hey, the car's getting away!
What? Damn it! Someone get me a med kit! I yelled toward the crowd that was starting to form around the crash site. I learned how to perform first aid at work during training, so I tried to replicate what I learned. I didn't think this skill would actually come in use. 10 minutes after the crash, the ambulance finally arrived. At the time, the boy's heart started to beat again, and so the boy was transferred to the hospital. A few minutes later, the police got to the scene and we were interviewed for being witnesses.
Do you remember any of the details of the car that ran away?
I know that it was a black sedan, but that's all I can remember. They ran away before I memorized the license plate.
So he ran from the scene then. Thank you for your cooperation.
After being interviewed, we returned to our car and made our way back home. I was worried about the boy, but I had to be hospitalized the next day and I was not in a great mental state. Sayaka was also a little too concerned about me to care about what happened to the boy afterward, but the police told us that the boy was recovering, so that was good. They also told us the parents of the boy wanted to thank us, but we didn't have the time or the energy to deal with that, so we declined their offer. If the boy's okay, then that's all that matters. And so the day after I saved a life, the fight for my life began. Chemotherapy was way worse than I expected. I couldn't stop throwing up, and all my hair fell out. When I looked in the mirror, I couldn't believe what I saw. I did not look like a 28-year-old.
Takaru, are you okay?
I'm gonna try my best. I didn't want to worry Sayaka, so I tried my best to hang in there, but she probably saw through all that. One day, she made a suggestion.
Why don't we start a Twitter account and share your fight with cancer on there?
Like, with photos and stuff? Why would I want to do that?
Well, I'm sure it's tough to say what you really want to say to me, so I think social media would be a great place for you to get some kind of words from others. It might be a good distraction, you know? I just thought it'd make you feel better.
She knew how I actually felt, and the fact that I was trying to hide that was worrying her even more. Alright, I'll do it. To be honest with you, I don't have anything to do at the hospital during the day, so I decided to start a Twitter account like Sayaka suggested. I was only planning on tweeting updates and treating the account like a diary, but Sayaka told me that the account would get more attention if I posted photos on it as well. I was kind of embarrassed, but I obliged and posted photos of myself on there as well. That's when my account started to get a lot of traction.
It was great seeing all the comments cheering me on, and it really warmed my heart. Social media is amazing.
Everyone's rooting for you. I am too, and I'm ready to do anything to support you.
Thank you, honey. But the kind words were all in vain. My tumor showed no signs of going away. But one day, I was uploading my most recent photos on Twitter with an update of my conditions as usual. The results have come out and the cancer hadn't gone away at all, and I only have 6 months left to live. I have no idea what to do. I've been getting really bad headaches lately too. Apparently over 70% of patients with terminal cancer experience severe headaches. Every time I got one, I feared for my life. That's when I got a direct message from one of my followers. Yamada? Who's that? I thought it was one of my fans who wanted to cheer me on, so I opened the message. But that's when I read something unbelievable.
Hello, my name is Yamada. I'm a surgeon at MoniRobo Hospital. I saw your Twitter page and decided to reach out.
Thank you very much. So, you're a doctor?
Yes, if possible, could you let me take a look at you?
Oh, I see. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the offer, but I'm already hospitalized and I'm getting treated. Plus, I've been told that a surgery isn't an option for me. So I don't think anything will change even if you take a look at me.
I want you to take a look at our website, then you'll see that I might be able to treat you.
What? When I opened the link to the website that Yamada sent me, I saw his photo and credentials listed on there. Sayaka, look, this guy sent me his info.
Wait, really? That's incredible! But why did he...
He saw my Twitter. He's a really good surgeon, honey. He might be able to get rid of my tumor. I immediately called Dr. Yamada and I told him that I wanted him to examine me. Apparently, Dr. Yamada is an internationally renowned surgeon. He specializes in cancer treatment. He's saved many lives in the past, and he's even performed surgery on patients who thought that they may have been untreatable. A lot of people probably went to see him, but I can't believe he went out of his way to contact me. I'm so glad that I listened to Sayaka and started a Twitter account. And so that weekend, I headed to Dr. Yamada's hospital with Sayaka.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for seeing me.
Alright, let's get the examination started.
The examination went very smoothly, and it made sense why people called him the best cancer surgeon in the country. Dr. Yamada, I was told that I only have a few months to live. Is my situation really that dire?
Yes, I agree with that assessment. We're in a very tough spot right now.
I see. Not even the best surgeon in the country can treat me, huh? I was about to let out a big sigh when...
Mr. Takaru, we should perform surgery on you as soon as possible.
What? But wait, is that going to get rid of the tumor?
There is a possibility. Besides, if we leave it be, it's just gonna get worse. If you're gonna get surgery, you have to get it ASAP. Thankfully, you're still young and have the energy. We need to act quickly and get ahead of this thing.
When I looked at Sayaka, she didn't say anything. She just nodded. Dr. Yamada, I'll do it.
Alright, well then, let's get right to it. I'll get everything prepared.
But aren't you very busy? That's when Dr. Yamada smiled.
I have a debt to repay you.
He told me that he would tell me the whole story once the surgery was over. I want to know what he's talking about so badly, so I can't die here. Maybe this is how he motivates his patients. Besides, I don't remember doing anything for Dr. Yamada in the past. After explaining the situation to the hospital that I was staying at, I was transferred to Dr. Yamada's hospital. That's where I was scheduled to have a surgery. Alright, honey, here I go.
Good luck, Takaru.
Alright, let's get on with the surgery. Please wait outside, Sayaka.
Dr. Yamada, please take good care of my husband.
And so the surgery began. I passed out immediately from the anesthesia. I had no idea how much time had passed since then.
Hey, Takaru, are you awake?
Sayaka... It was already morning when I woke up. Apparently, I was asleep for hours even after the surgery ended. I was only half awake, but I heard Dr. Yamada calling out to me.
Are you awake, Mr. Takaru?
Doctor? How was the surgery?
We were able to take the tumor out. The surgery was successful.
Oh my god, I can't believe this! Takaru! Dr. Yamada, thank you so much!
I started crying and eventually fell asleep again. After that, I started healing pretty quickly. My surgery wounds still hurt a bit, but my body was feeling healthier and healthier every day. It really felt like I defeated cancer. But I had one other thing that I was worried about. I know you just saved my life, but how much is this going to cost? I wasn't sure how much everything was going to cost. Unfortunately, I didn't have a healthcare plan, and it's not like we were rich, so... But Mr. Yamada's response was something I did not expect.
You already paid the fee, so you don't need to worry about that.
Huh?
I told you, didn't I? I'm indebted to you. This is just me repaying my debt.
I thought you just made that up so I would feel better about getting surgery.
No, I'm telling you the truth. Well, I've never met you before, so I understand why you're confused. Hey, you can come in now.
That's when a little boy walked into the room. I felt like I recognized that boy, and that's when he said, "Sir, ma'am, thank you for saving my life."
Takaru, Sayaka, this is my son, Yuta.
That's when Sayaka let out a gasp.
Wait, you're not that boy from the accident, are you?
Huh? Wait, it can't be. Yeah, I am. Thank you so much for helping me that day.
My son is alive because of you guys. I wanted to thank you guys in person, but you declined the offer, so I never thought in a million years that you were sick.
But how'd you know that I was the one that called the ambulance?
Oh, that's because of Yuta.
Hey, Dad.
What's up?
This guy looks exactly like the man that helped me.
Huh? Let me see. Yuta showed me a picture of a man on my phone. I was a very busy surgeon, and I didn't have a lot of time to hang out with my kid. So when I didn't have time, I just handed Yuta my phone so he could kill time. Yuta showed me a picture of a man that had been posted on Twitter. Yuta, is this really the same man that helped you?
Yep, I'm certain.
His name was Takaru. If he was actually the man that saved my son's life, I needed to repay him in some way. He has terminal cancer, huh? Apparently Takaru had terminal cancer. This might be my chance to repay my debt, and so I decided to contact Takaru.
I see, so that's what happened, huh?
Yep, so you don't need to pay the surgery. We do need to charge you for the bed fee, but it shouldn't be too expensive.
I'm so glad that you're feeling better, Mr. Takaru. I couldn't believe that this was happening. I thank the two of them for their help. Good deeds do really come around in the end, huh? And so, after a few days, I was finally healthy enough to go back home. But that's when something unbelievable happened. Dr. Yamada, thank you so much for your help. I really can't thank you enough.
No, I should be thanking you. Thank you for saving Yuta's life.
When we were saying our goodbyes, a man parked his black sedan right in front of the hospital and came running in.
Hey, I heard that there was a good surgeon here. Where is he?
Excuse me, but could you please keep your voice down? And if you'd like an examination, please park your car in a parking space and get in line.
Shut up! Are you a doctor here? Tell that damn cancer doctor come down here!
Sayaka and I left to go and find a security guard. Meanwhile, the man was getting in Dr. Yamada's face and yelling at him.
You seem fine, but...
It's cancer! Cancer!
Huh? Did you already get a diagnosis somewhere?
Yeah, that's when they told me that I have stage 1 cancer.
Stage 1, huh? Well, that's good for you. Some people don't find out until it reaches stages 3 and 4, so why did you decide to get a checkup? And when did you get the diagnosis?
It was 2 months ago. I had weird scars in my body, so...
So that's why you decided to get a checkup?
I hadn't taken a health screening in a while, so I decided that this was a good chance.
I felt like something was off with the man. That's when I realized something. When I looked at his car, it came to me.
What's wrong? We should go get the security guard.
I went to the front of the man's car and took a good look at his bumpers. That's when I realized something.
Huh? What is it?
Why is there a bump in front of your car?
What?
Do you see it? There's some blood on there as well.
Who the hell are you? I'm just trying to get my body checked.
Well, I'm the doctor you wanted to see, but my son was actually hit by a car 2 months ago.
Huh?
And this was the man that called an ambulance and saved my son's life. By the way, what did the car that ran over my son look like?
It was a black sedan.
That's just a coincidence. It wasn't me.
Then why is there a bump in your bumper? And did your injuries have anything to do with it?
Well, I just crashed my car into a utility pole.
It certainly doesn't seem like it. Wouldn't the bump be more concentrated in one area if you really crashed into a utility pole?
It was a huge pole, okay? Okay, you're a doctor, aren't you? Come on, help me out here.
I'm very sorry, but my schedule is full already. I don't have time to attend new patients right now.
You're kidding me, right? So you're just gonna sit there and watch me die?
You're still at stage 1, right? Then you have plenty of doctors that can treat you.
Shut up! I'd rather be treated by someone good than some average doctor.
I see, then I can take a good look at you, but I have one condition.
What is it?
Let me take a look at this car.
What?
It just seems like there's a dash cam attached to the car, so if the blood on this car is indeed from my son, then you'll be one of the main suspects of the incident.
The man stood there silently after Dr. Yamada said that. That must mean he's guilty. I couldn't believe what was happening, but it was. The man who ran over Dr. Yamada's son was right in front of our eyes. I immediately took a picture of the license plate as I didn't want him to run away again. That's when...
Stop taking photos!
Whoa! The man started swinging at me, but this was perfect for us. Please, get him! That's when security finally arrived. And he held the man down and called the police. The doctor and I explained what happened and told the police that the man might be a suspect that we'd been looking for. They promised to examine the car, and a few days later, they found Yuta's blood on the car. The man hurt his neck when he hit Yuta, and he went to go and get it checked out. That's when the doctors found the tumor. He felt scared enough to bust out the sedan that he had always been hiding since the day of the accident to go and see Dr. Yamada. And so the man was arrested for doing a hit and run. One miracle after another. By the way, there was one other miracle that was in store for us. It happened after I got out of the hospital. After months of not being able to conceive, we were finally getting a baby. We were absolutely ecstatic. We moved into a bigger house to prepare for the baby's arrival, and after 9 months, Sayaka delivered the baby successfully. It was a beautiful girl, and we decided to name her Saki. After a while, we decided to visit Mr. Yamada and show him the baby. Ever since that incident, his family and mine have been close. Yuta really is a good babysitter for Saki, too. But one day, Dr. Yamada left the country to work at a hospital abroad. After that, we didn't really get to talk much.
After that incident, I studied hard to become a doctor. I managed to get accepted into a prestigious medical school, and I studied there for about 5 years. There was a new student joining our lab, so I went to our room to greet them.
Nice to meet you. My name is Saki.
I couldn't believe it. It was the daughter of the man and woman that saved my life all those years ago. Saki, do you remember me? It's Yuta Yamada.
Huh? Yuta?
That's when I remembered my father's words. Our families were connected by a string of miracles. Apparently, Saki decided to become a doctor after hearing what my dad did for her father. This really did feel like a miracle.
My daughter told me that she wanted to meet someone, and I felt sick already. What if she brings some bozo over? What if she's dating a serial killer? When I was overwhelmed with all these irrational worries...
Yuta, you can come in.
Wait, you're that...
Long time no see, sir.
Yuta? My god, you've grown so much!
Wait, is this who you wanted us to meet? My daughter just smiled and I felt very conflicted. But Yuta is a good man. I trust him. I can't believe the kid I saved all those years ago is dating my daughter. And it didn't take long for them to get married. Now Dr. Yuta's family and I were connected by blood. Apparently Dr. Yamada's as busy as ever. He's performing surgery every day.
I can't wait to see our grandkids.
Me neither. It's gonna take a bit longer for us to get grandkids, but that's the story of our unbelievable experiences that I went through over the past couple of decades. By the way, the cancer had gone away completely after the surgery. This is all thanks to Dr. Yamada. I'm gonna cherish every moment I have with these beautiful people and keep on living every moment freely and happily.
Hey! You're not the kind of guy that deserves to be in a place like this! Well, it's my anniversary, so... whatever. That makes it even more sad. The fact that you're coming here of all places for your anniversary. Well, I guess you gotta give credit where it's due. Good job. I'm sure eating here is like a dream for you. My name is Daisuke Sato, and I'm a 30-year-old office worker. The company I work at is a mid-sized sales company. I am the department manager, but that doesn't mean I get paid any better. I'm just busier than the average worker. But it's not like I'm struggling financially. And this is a great starting point for my career. And more importantly, I'm probably the happiest man on the planet right now.
Hey, welcome back, Daisuke.
Hey, I'm starving.
Well, I made omu rice for dinner today, your favorite.
All right! Gotta go wash my hands right away! And that's because I got married recently. This is my wife, and she's 3 years younger than me. We work at the same company, and we got married about 6 months ago.
No one's going to take your food, you know. You can take your time.
But it's just so good! I feel much less tired now. We're very close with one another. And we get along very well. I guess you could say that we're still in our honeymoon period. And to top it off, Ai is pretty nice and a great cook. I only found out how good of a cook she really was after I got married, and people looked up to her at work. She seemed to be perfect at everything she did.
What's up? Oh, do you need that document copied?
Yes, I do.
How many copies do you need?
15?
Okay then. When and where should I bring them?
Could you bring them to Hercules at 3 p.m.?
Yep, then I'll finish copying and bring them over in the next 20 minutes or so.
Wow, she's so amazing at her job. Hey, Sato! Don't just stand there! We got a meeting to go to! Let's go to the Pegasus room, or we're gonna be late! Yes, sir! Why are our meeting rooms named after mythical creatures and gods? She's good looking, has an amazing personality, and is really good at her job. It didn't take long for everyone to fall in love with her, but not a lot of people actually tried to go for her. A select few of the workers were approaching her aggressively, and people started to think that if they tried to get close with her, those workers would start annoying them. But that was none of my concern. At first, I wasn't interested in Ai that much, and I focused on my work. But something happened that changed the trajectory of our relationship forever.
Whoa!
Is everything all right?
Yeah, I'm just a bit afraid of lightning.
A lightning storm started to form when a few other workers and I were staying back after hours at work. Then all of the lights in the office went off. When the room became pitch black, I was standing right by Ai. So we had no choice but to stick together in place and wait the storm out.
I'm embarrassed. I know I'm a grown adult and shouldn't be afraid of lightning.
It's not embarrassing at all. Everyone has their fears.
But... Whoa!
Careful! Well, you're really afraid of lightning, aren't you?
I'm really sorry.
Alright, then I'll tell you a funny story to distract you until the lights come back on.
A funny story?
I was in the comedy club back in college. I'm pretty confident about some of my stories. Now, which one should I pick?
Wait, you have stories memorized?
Yeah, some of them. I can tell the story off the top of my head. Some of the most famous ones, just to name a few, are Jugem, Tokisoba, and Scary Manju.
Oh, I know that Jugem story too.
Alright, then let's choose that one then. And so, I started telling her the story. That was really the only thing I was good at, but I immediately regretted my decision when I finished telling the story. I shouldn't have done that. Now I've embarrassed myself, and she probably thinks I'm a joke, but...
That was so good. I didn't know you could tell stories like that.
Huh? Well, thank you. Oh, the lights are back on.
Phew, that's a relief.
Hey guys, the weather doesn't seem to be getting any better, so finish what you were working on and go home before the trains stop running. And so, we left the office shortly afterwards, and on the way back, Ai asked me,
Hey, I'd like to hear a lot more of your stories, so can I have your number?
Huh? Sure, of course. And it didn't take long after that for us to start dating. We were getting pretty old, so we started dating with marriage in mind. I couldn't believe a regular old guy like me landed a girl like her. This is all thanks to the story I told her. Nowadays, we watch comedy shows on TV together after work. But that doesn't mean my life was perfect. There were still things that bugged me, like
think you can get back tonight?
It'll probably be around midnight, to be honest with you.
Again? But that's 3 days in a row.
I'm sorry.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. It's not like you're trying to come home late. I didn't mean to come off as aggressive. I'm sorry.
Well, I haven't been able to hang out with you lately, so I really do feel bad about it.
By the way, is the reason you've been so busy lately because your new department head is that guy?
Wait, you know about him?
Yeah, I heard that Mr. Tanaka became your new department head. He told me directly.
Wait, really?
Yeah, he texted me the other day telling me that he got a promotion. I said congratulations just to be polite. But then he asked me if I would take him out to dinner to celebrate.
Are you kidding me?
Obviously, I said no.
I know. But man, is he one persistent guy. We've been married for 6 months now, and he's still hitting on you?
But I just figured that if he's your new boss, your life at work must really be hard for you.
Yeah, he's not a good boss at all.
I knew it.
He still has something against me, it seems like. I haven't been able to get home early as of late. If there was a good reason for this business, then I would have been able to stomach it a lot better. But as I said, the reason I'm so busy is because of my new boss, Yoichi Tanaka. He's in his mid-30s, so he's pretty young for a department head. But the reason he was promoted is because he's the CEO's son, not because he's good at his job. He's planning on taking over the company after his dad, so he was appointed as the department head to get some experience in a leadership position. He became the department head 2 months ago. And right after he was promoted... Hey, hubby! I heard that you've been leaving work early to get to your wife every day. I won't let that happen under my watch! Oh, okay. I'm looking forward to working with you too. He was very combative towards me from the beginning. He was actually in love with Ai. And he had been trying to get her to go on a date with him for a while. You remember how I told you about how there were a few workers that were pursuing Ai aggressively when she first joined the company? Yeah, he's one of them. I mean, this sort of treatment was to be expected. I knew people were going to be jealous of the fact that I managed to land Ai when they were all trying so hard to get her attention. And my new boss just happened to be one of those people. But apparently, I wasn't a big fan of Yoichi to begin with. So even if I didn't exist, there was no way he could ever go out with her. But since he's a very proud man, he's convinced that I got in his way of landing Ai. And so, my new boss gave me all of the tedious work in the department, like sorting new data, and I was left with a bunch of meaningless work I needed to finish every day. That's why I haven't been able to leave work early as of late. Hey, you better finish up your work fast. Your wife is waiting for you at home, right? So come on, work faster. See you tomorrow, loser. God, I hope he trips on his way home and breaks his nose or something. I normally wouldn't think something like that, but I was getting pretty annoyed with the way he was treating me. But every day, Ai would send me a message telling me good luck, and that she was waiting at home with dinner already. Those messages are all that I need to get through my day. And thankfully, I get a lot of overtime pay now, so I'm benefiting financially from this. This continued for about 6 months, when this happened. Ai and I were getting ready to celebrate our 1-year anniversary. Our anniversary is coming up, but I have a plan.
A plan?
Yeah, it's nothing too extravagant, but it is a plan.
What is it?
You're not gonna believe it.
Well, now I'm expecting something really impressive.
I got a reservation at that famous sushi restaurant, Yabi.
Wait, really? You mean that really expensive sushi place?
Yep, that's right. You said you really wanted to go the other day, right?
Well, yeah, but you sure about this? I hear it's really expensive.
Don't worry. I managed to get a lot of overtime pay over the last few months, and I even sold away parts of my collection to make some money for the occasion.
Wait, you mean your figure collection?
Yeah, I sold some of the more expensive ones.
But they're really important to you. You didn't have to do that.
It's alright. It's our first anniversary. We have to celebrate.
Thank you so much. I love you.
Me too, honey. Well, that was a bit embarrassing.
Same here.
But I really am thankful to you. We just got married, but you never complain about me coming back from work late. You send me messages of encouragement and wait for me with dinner ready every night. I have to repay you for what you always do for me.
No, thank you. You're the best husband ever. By the way, are you sure you can get a day off?
Yeah, I think so. It's gonna be tough, but it should be fine.
Well, Mr. Tanaka sure is something.
But things have been looking better as of late. Anyway, I'm looking forward to our date.
Yeah, me too.
Tanaka still treats me like crap, but I've been getting used to it. And the higher-ups realized what was going on, and they intervened a couple of months back. Thanks to that, my workload has gotten a lot lighter. Besides, this is our first anniversary. I wanted to make it the best day of our lives, so I was full of energy and excitement. And so, as promised, I took Ai to the famous sushi restaurant. We've never been to such a nice restaurant, and we both were intimidated by the atmosphere. We didn't know what to do once we walked in, and we just stood there looking dumbfounded. But then... Hey, fellas! Seems like it's your first time here! Yeah, it is. A middle-aged man that was sitting at the counter called out to us. Well, it's embarrassing to admit, but we've never been to such a nice place. Wow, I'm glad to hear that. Just order the omakase course they have. It's the best thing on the menu. Just like that, he gave us some advice on what to order. He seemed like a regular here. He was dressed in an expensive suit, and he seemed to be very wealthy. Man, I hope I can be like him one day. When we told the man, who said his name was Genda, that today was our first anniversary, he replied, "Whoa, that's awesome! This calls for a bottle of champagne! And you can put it on my bill, chef." Well, that's very nice of you, Mr. Genda. He even got us an expensive bottle of champagne. We told him that he didn't have to do that, but... Just take it. I want to give it to you. And if you can return the favor by gifting one of your friends or coworkers a bottle of champagne on their anniversary, then I'll be happy. He's the coolest guy I've ever met. This is what you call a true man. I were deeply moved by Mr. Genda's generosity, and when the food came, we started eating.
Wow, everything tastes incredible. I've never had such amazing sushi before.
Me neither. I was never a big fan of uni, but the uni here is just so good. I can't believe it. Thanks to Mr. Genda, we were able to relax and enjoy our meal. But the happy times would come to an end when this man showed up to the restaurant. I'm a regular here, you know.
Wait, really? But this place is really expensive, right?
Well, it's not that expensive for me.
That's so cool. Wow, I love you so much, Yoichi.
And in came Tanaka with his girlfriend. The restaurant was very small, with there only being counter seats. So he noticed us eating there immediately and said, "Wait, is that Sato? Hey! What a coincidence! And hey, Ai! Long time no see.
Yep, nice to see you.
And that was when everything started to go downhill. Hey, you're not the kind of guy that deserves to be in a place like this. Well, it's my anniversary, so... whatever. That makes it even more sad. The fact that you're coming here of all places for your anniversary. Well, I guess you gotta give credit where it's due. Good job. I'm sure eating here is like a dream for you. Sure. Hey, I think you should break up with this idiot. There's guys out there that can give you a much better life. Take me, for example.
That's funny.
He ruined the fun we were having completely. I was holding herself back for my sake, but things were reaching a tipping point. We were gonna have to leave soon. Oh, do you know these two, mister? They're on a date for their 1-year anniversary, so you should just let them be for today. Mr. Genda stepped in for us, but then Tanaka replied, "Who the hell are you? Stay out of this, old man!" Well, I may be an outsider, but the way you're treating these two is not something I can condone. So that's why I had to intervene. God, this is why we're so sick of boomers like you. You can never mind your own business. Wait, have we ever met before, young man? Nope, never. I don't know any boomers like you. I see. Whatever, it's kind of awkward now. It's sad to see that those people are the only customers that this place has. We're better off eating somewhere else. And so, they left, without even ordering anything. I apologized to Mr. Genda and thanked him for trying to step in. No worries. I guess we're just gonna have to drink it off. Can we get your best sake for all of us, please? Sure thing. Thank you so much. And so, our anniversary wasn't perfect, but it was definitely fun for both of us. But the real surprise came the day after. As usual, I left for work that morning. And when I got to the office, I met this man. Oh, hey! What a coincidence! I figured you might work here. Mr. Genda? Why you... how... I couldn't believe my eyes. Mr. Genda was standing by the entrance. Could you take me to the CEO's office? Sure. And I showed him the way to the CEO's office. Mr. Genda? I am so sorry about what my dumb son said to you. Come on, apologize, you idiot! I'm really sorry. When they saw Mr. Genda, they both bowed and kneeled down on the ground. Tanaka also seemed to be very apologetic for some reason. I said all of this over the phone earlier, so I won't go on for too long. I know this incident happened outside of work, but a manager of a company should treat his major shareholder with more respect. Besides, no matter who you're talking to, you should treat others with more respect, period! You're completely right. I'm so sorry. I'm going to give him a good scolding after this as well. And I finally remembered who Mr. Genda was. I knew that the name of our largest shareholder was Genda. The CEO might seem like the most powerful position in a company, but technically speaking, the shareholders have more legal power. And they even have the power to appoint people to the seat of the CEO. Mr. Genda was our largest shareholder, and he held about 50% of our company's stock. And so, he had the power to make any personnel decision he wanted to. So in conclusion, Tanaka pissed off the very last person he wanted to piss off. He'd done something irreversible. Your name was Yoichi, right? I've met you at the company's party before, but you didn't recognize me? I'm so sorry, I just kind of forgot and... Well, it is hard to memorize faces, I get it. But that just means you treat anyone like that, doesn't it? I can't believe you're going to be the company's next CEO. I know your father has great expectations for you, but he needs to rethink who he appoints as his successor. And besides, I'm thinking about letting go of all of my stocks as well. Wait a minute! We're going to fire my son effective immediately, so please! What? That wasn't part of the deal? Shut up! Our company is about to go under because of you! But that's not fair! I'll let you know of my decision later. When things started to get ugly between the father and son, Mr. Genda left the room. I followed him out, and when we got to the hallway, he turned back to me and said, "Here's another piece of advice. You should not keep working here. If you want to find a new place, just come with me. I think I'll be able to help you. I know a lot of CEOs, so I can leave a good word in for you." And so, our CEO ultimately decided to fire his son, and Mr. Genda ended up deciding not to sell his stocks. Apparently, Tanaka is still searching for a job months after getting fired. He's never had a real job outside of this one because he grew up rich. So now he's working part-time at a convenience store to make ends meet. I hope he learns his lesson through this experience. I never want to see him again, to tell you the truth. And by the way, I got a new job thanks to Mr. Genda. It's a really nice company with a great work-life balance. And I'm happier than ever before.
I love that I get to spend more time with you now.
Yeah, I can't thank Mr. Genda enough.
Hey, let's watch this show tonight.
And I looked at the DVD case that I handed over to me. And on there, I saw a photo of a baby. Wait, does this mean...
Yup, we're gonna have a baby soon.
Yes! I can't believe it! Thank you so much, We're finally settling into our new life and are welcoming a new member of the family soon. Thank you so much, Tanaka, for giving me a chance to find a new workplace. I'm so happy right now.